Yes, sir. We're back in it. Hit the drop. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. It's that time, man. Brandon, it's that time. It is week 10
Fucking
already,
10,
my
bro.
friend. Week 10 in the NFL. If you're a lover of the pig skin like I am and Brandon is, seeing these weeks fly by like this is not great. I feel like we just did a segment on the dog days of summer, and now we're in week 10 of the NFL. Like,
Facts, dude.
bro,
Insane.
what the fuck? I mean, I know when you're a kid, they always say, like, enjoy your youth, your time flies by. And it's like, you know how you really know when time flies by? When you're trying to enjoy a damn football season, it's week 10 in, you're already down $1,000 betting. All right, that's how you can really gauge time these days. How much money did I lose? Oh, that was week 7. Okay,
How
all
much
right.
you're down and what's your fantasy record? That's how you can
Yeah.
gauge time nowadays.
That's the adult way to gauge time. Those are the two ways. So like I said, it is it's week 10 NFL TA certified podcast back in this, and we're gonna start like we always start. B Gilly, what the fuck is going on, man? How are you doing?
No, I'm chilling, vibing
I've been
as much as I can.
okay.
I went through with what I said last week at the end of the episode. I bet against the Chargers, and literally not even 5 minutes of that game, I knew the fucking bet plus 3.5 for the Jets was fucking dead. I knew it was dead. As soon as I saw him return the punt, I'm like, yeah, this fucking bet is dead. This bet, you could just tell it was one of those games where everything was gonna go the Chargers' way, and that's exactly how it went.
Honestly,
and I can't be mad about it. I'm so happy about it. So I mean, it's a win-win for me.
you know what? Like because when it first happened, like I think it was 14-3 at one point, like pretty much right
Probably,
away.
yeah, that sounds about right.
14-3, something like that. So. And I kept hearing like, oh, and I was working at the time still, so I'm hearing in the background like, oh, the down goes Herbert again. So I'm checking. I'm like, he's been sacked a couple of times, and it's not like crazy offenses going around. So I threw in a live bet of the Jets plus 13.5 at like whatever it was, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine. And then it wasn't. It wasn't fine. So yes, there every which way the Jets did disappoint on Monday night. But as a Charger fan, Brandon, I'm sure you're starting to feel, I don't know, a little bit of life. Now that's what is that, back-to-back dubs, back-to-back dubs, and there is probably something to say that there is a little bit something wrong with young young Herbs. I don't know. He just seems a little off right now. Maybe that hand is, causing some discomfort, and just the way he just, mechanics wise. So there's something to be mindful of. But as a Chargers fan, Brandon, are you starting to feel life, or are we just still gonna do these hedge bets because we're not trusting it?
Already bet Lions -2 literally 2 days ago. I'm already there. I wish I would have got it at -1. I waited too long.
Yeah. Everyone and their mother's on the Lions, and
yeah.
So I think I was hearing some podcast say it's a 90-90 game, which I found out a 90-90 game means
disgusting.
90% of the bets.
That's not good for my bet. Good for my team though.
Yeah, exactly. Not good for your bet, but definitely good if you want to keep this Chargers winning. You know what? Like, crazier things have happened. Crazier things have happened. So the Chargers are what they are. But other than that, Brandon, what is in the world going on? How's the betting been going? Are we just betting NFL right now, or are we doing other things?
I'm just doing NFL. I can't. If I do basketball, NBA, I'll just get too out of hand. So NFL season, I try to stick to strictly NFL because NBA is every night. So it's like I can't be betting every night, bro.
I don't know. I don't understand how anyone bets NBA. Honestly,
same.
It's crazy. Anyway,
and college basketball just started. Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck them kids, dude.
Honestly, I was. There's this great podcast called Freakonomics that's about, they just take a topic and they like kind of just go full deep into it, like down the full rabbit hole, and just like dissect it fully, right? And they're talking about sports betting and how it's like such a big profit. And this was like, dude, before before it was even like really legalized. There's this episode came out. They're talking about just like how now that it's changed that the NCAA pays athletes, but before this, like NCAA was so ripe for corruption with kids not being paid to play, and then with the NCAA making so much money off them, they just had a couple guys come to them and be like, hey man, I'll pay you if you just don't make sure it stays within the 10 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. If you ever heard the mobster Michael Franchese or whatever, he talks
Michael
about
Franchese.
he was in like the Gambino crime family and everything, like, and
Mm-hmm.
he talks about essentially that how like college kids were fucking
Oh yeah. Yeah.
taking money
You
to fucking blow games or whatever.
Yeah, first of all, like if you're I don't know, dude. Like I just have this mentality of like don't waste your time. I mean, I guess around March Madness and stuff, but don't waste your time watching college basketball, college sports. I mean, you know what, like college football, sure, whatever. But if you're gonna sit down and spend a damn day watching sports, it might as well be some motherfuckers who are professionally paid to do this. And nothing too shady is going on unless you're watching Norwegian soccer or fucking cricket. Then you can't be fully sure there. But yeah, don't waste your damn time. Don't waste your damn time. That's what I say. That's what I say. Okay, so we're sticking to football, and yeah, I mean, I gotta look back on the picks what we did last week, but I think Brandon, we're sticking to a motto here. I think we like to find advantageous dogs when we can, right? Like, and our hammer picks usually go along the lines of someone who I don't know. It doesn't. It's not a trend that I'm seeing consistently. But the week before that team lost, right, and then now they're looking for some revenge, and they're coming back and they're a dog on the next game, right? So I don't know. I don't know if we really have like
My
a
my current model right now is my
yeah.
current model is I go 2 and 3 every week. My hammer time always hits, but
Hmm.
I go 2 and 3 every week somehow.
Yeah. Your model is hedge against the Chargers. You'll get a W or
Yeah,
or a bet win. So that's your clearest model.
facts.
Okay. Before we get into the betting of it all, I thought this was a cool thing. I mean, not a cool thing, but I think, this past weekend we all got to bear witness the Josh Dobbs experience out there in Minnesota. And just the craziness of how he came in on like days notice, doesn't even know teammates, doesn't even know anything, and helps them fucking win the game, dude. Right? Like win the game. So this like I'm sure you might have seen this already. I think it's gone around the interwebs.
I think I'm
But
not
this
sure.
is Josh Dobbs like with his center and the lineman like trying to figure shit out a little bit here.
They're trying to
Have you
figure out
seen
his
this?
cadence. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let's play this real quick for anyone watching. It's he's like on the sideline, Josh Dobbs. He's about to go under center and figure out the cadence, basically the cadence what the center, goes off of in Minnesota. And each team has different cadence on what the keyword is to hike the ball and all that kind of good shit. So let's check this shit out. Let's check it out. Hmm. You can see him like trying to figure it the fuck out, right? Like trying to just I think one of the most underrated parts of football. I mean, we all talk about it when it comes down to who's the best, who's a playoff team, who's a potential Super Bowl team. Is like who's got the best offensive line, who's got the best defensive line. But when you have like a quarterback come in on short notice, it's not just that they don't maybe know the plays as much, but it's also like the comfortability with the line and what the line, and that's why when you get a new guy coming in and they can hold their own on a line like a guard or a left tackle, especially on the tackles, and they can come in on like not supposed to be starting and then boom, just hold their own. That's impressive shit. So I heard a theory that a lot of the like because at the beginning of the year we were seeing a lot of lower trending scoring. Right now we're seeing a little more scoring. But at the beginning of the year was a lot of low scoring games, a bunch of unders. And there's a theory that like offensive linemen aren't as good as they have been in years past, and a lot of people and a lot of athletes right now are going towards the defensive lines, the corners,
Yeah,
and all those like big money like star-studded positions. So there's like a
yeah.
lack of really good offensive linemen right now who are it's making offenses harder to hold blocks to get the full play out there. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting theory, dude. Interesting
Yeah.
theory.
That's a good theory because I think just in general, I feel like a lot of defensive players are more they're not as they're not as bulky as they were before. Like defensive linemen, like back in the
Yeah.
day, were like defensive edge players were always like I shouldn't say defensive linemen. I should have edge players were like
Right.
very like they were big dudes still, and they're more now
Big.
they're more so like slender, not slender, but like
Yeah. Like
kind of between slender and thick, and like they're fast now.
totally
Whereas back in the day, they weren't like that. They were just
big
power
boys.
kind of. I felt like.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, that's a good point. There's I mean, obviously, as we go through the generations of humans, we're
Humans,
gonna
yeah.
have different types of linemen, quarterbacks, yada yada. Because what 30 years ago there was not such a thing as a Lamar Jackson type quarterback, really.
Yeah,
You know,
facts.
so yeah, I mean, football is one of those sports, dude. That we're in a prime time. We've seen Brady, Manning, Rivers, Roethlisberger, all these Rogers, and these huge names, and now we're
Breeze.
going into like, yeah, oh yeah, exactly. I mean, we can go on, and now we're getting introduced to like this new era of what's going to be, which is like this dual run pat. Like you got to kind of be still smart, even though you got to have some wheels, like. I don't know, dude. I mean, football. I think we've talked about this on many podcasts before, but football's in great hands in terms of the talent
Hundred,
that's
100%.
what's around right now. I mean, from the defensive side, you got like the Parsons, the Micah Parsons of the world, the rookie come in Devon Witherspoon, I think, out in Seattle just this year. I mean, there's so much talent. It's a
Endless
litany.
factory of talent,
It's
bro.
a litany. On a different note, I came across this video and I it's not funny, but and obviously you'll see this video and we'll talk about it a little bit. But me and Brandon have a little bit of like, we understand in high school sports, man, those coaches are fucking rabid animals. High school coach sports are some of the most like unforgiving human beings ever. Just like if you haven't had a kid or if you haven't growing up played high school sports and you never dealt with a high school head coach, those motherfuckers are absurd because they're not getting paid much money, and they want to win because they're obviously their dream is to take it to the next level, and they can't do that unless you fucking do your job,
Yeah.
right? So they're usually like some like random PE or history teacher for the school too. So these motherfuckers are always kind of jacked out of their mind. So I came across this video though. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen this video? Of this kid running out the field and getting straight punched by his coach, dude.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so look at this. And folks, it's like it's a high school team. Basically, the video will go through, and a kid's running out the field. He's like probably one too many. When he gets the sideline, like they call a timeout or whatever, coach straight punches him. I mean, the kid's got a helmet on, but punches him like straight punches him. So let's check this out. Comes running off. Check this right here, bro.
Damn, that definitely hurt.
Like he did it with he had closed fists, dude. Check it out again. Here we go. Watch this. And he's coming to the sideline. Closed fist. Legitimately punched his fucking side of his helmet.
Damn, that
Yeah.
definitely hurt.
And I'm just saying, like, this guy. So I saw an update on this same Twitter page that, he's been fired. He's been fired. And,
Come
and
on,
And what I'm saying a little bit is like, hey man,
just a
first
little
of all,
right hook.
kid, first of all, it's a little right hook. Second of all, hey kid, know your job. And so I mean, first of all, obviously if the coach is taking swings, this isn't the first time things have gone
Oh yeah,
a little bit
100%. He's done this
exactly.
before for sure.
He's done this before. He's gotten very close to doing this before. So hey, that kid knew coming to the sideline, he was about to get some sort of something. Hey kid, maybe do your goddamn job so you don't have to get a right hook from hell from PE coach / head coach of the high school football team. So I don't know, dude. Like, what do you think about this relationship in the sense of like high school? Like, I don't know, dude. High school sports are obviously, that's more of the love of this game, right? When we played, we just loved the game. We wanted to play because we wanted to play. Some of us were, good enough to think about the next level, but most of us were just there to play. And these coaches can make or break a lot of, I think, I don't know, this the what's the word how you feel about yourself, the morale of kids growing and becoming young men, because they're going to spend so much time with those individuals. So I feel like it's super important these days that these coaches, man, need to understand what their lasting legacy is gonna be, right? Like, I mean, we have horror stories, we also have good stories of our high school time. So,
Yeah.
these men can think of these things two ways. You can either be the guy that takes things a little too serious, and you have kids throughout their life talking about you as remember that fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Remember, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you can be the guy they talk about, like, dude, my high school coach was as like a father figure. So,
Exactly.
um,
You have to
you
find
know,
that, like, as a coach, you got to find, like, that middle ground
totally
where they respect you and they fear you in a way, but at the same time,
right,
they really admire you, like, and you still, like, kind of put them on game and teach them life lessons that they're gonna use throughout their
right.
life, you know?
Yeah,
But
and trust me, I don't pretend to be a coach or know anything about how to coach, like, especially high school kids, right? Because you're getting the high school boys, especially you're getting them at that age where they think that their shit doesn't stink and
yeah,
all of that, but it can be done. It's been done before. And I think it's a crucial job. It's one of the most underrated jobs. If you can get it right as a high school coach, you'll be loved for a lifetime, brother. I'll tell you that much.
facts,
I'll tell you that
facts.
much. So we're gonna change tunes now, brother. It's let's get into it. It's week 10, Brandon. It's fucking week 10. Let's pull the schedule up. Let's talk lines. Let's talk over unders. Let's talk football, dog. I love me some football. Just because I think ultimate team sport, Brandon.
Bro,
Ultimate team
look
sport. Give
at
me your favorite thing about football. It's an ultimate team sport for me. I think for me, it's that you got the offense, defense. They need each other, right? They need each other. It's like yin and yang, like Adam and Eve, like Adam and
my
Steve, like whatever
my
you need,
favorite thing
right?
is the basic, like, uncivilized part about it, like, the tribalism about it. It's like
Hell
us versus
yeah.
you kind of mentality, which is, like, I
Hell
guess,
yeah.
stupid at when you think about it, but it's, like, something about it is, like, enjoyable. It's, like, the same thing, like, if you play sports, grown-up sports, you know what it's like. You going
Yep.
against you bunch of guys going against another bunch of guys, you know?
Yep.
Something like something simple, but it's like it's something that drives at, the inner human, the
Mm-hmm.
competition to be better than the other person.
Yeah, that's like back in the day, instead of like playing basketball, they're like taking land from each other, right? That was like, my army's
Fact.
coming over and we're just gonna take your whole
We're gonna
fucking
pillage
village.
your village for no
Yeah,
reason,
we're gonna
just because we
fucking
can.
take everybody, and we're gonna use your women and take your kid. Like, everything's ours.
Yo.
Like, I mean, that's what those motherfuckers back in the day did. But now it's like, hey, we're civilized. I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna beat your ass at this game called basketball.
Facts.
Um, and I'm gonna make you feel like a little bitch.
Facts.
So we've become more civilized in our human
Facts,
development,
dude.
which is a good thing, I think, for everybody
Although
involved.
this fucking prime time schedule this week is totally uncivilized, I'll tell you that.
Oh, that I
It's
mean,
absolutely uncivilized.
whoever thought, like, what's gonna be cool in week 10? I'm gonna put the Panthers and the Chicago Bears, and it's gonna be Bryce Young and Justin Fields, and everyone's gonna be looking at me like, what a genius. Wrong. Wrong. A schedule
Wrong,
maker
buddy.
guy, sitting up there in your fucking nice ass exec suite, thinking, how am I gonna fuck up an NFL fans Thursday? I'm gonna make them watch the Bears and the Panthers, and you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make them bet on it. Fucking A. All right,
Fucking
Brandon. Well, that's a
crazy.
perfect segue to get into it, doggy dog. So Thursday night is a prime time slate where the Panthers go on the road to the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears are a
We're
three
done.
and a half point home favorite. That is line like I think young Justin Fields is going to come back into the fold. And Berger, whatever the guy's name is, but who is holding down the fort before. I tip my cap to you, sir. You did a service, but it's time for you to roll. It's time for Justin Fields to come back and get it popping. But there was some Eberflus weirdness today. Coach Eberflus, the head coach of the Chicago Bears, weirdness when asked about Justin Fields and his availability. So if you have the means, I would Google Eberflus response to Justin Fields question. It was a little awkward. It was a weird one. Like the reporters wouldn't let it go. So I know me and you've already said our piece on this a little bit, Brandon. But are you going to be watching this game? Do you have anything going on this game? Like a
100%.
touchdown
I will not be
score?
will not be touching this game.
Good for
Usually
you.
I've pretty much religiously watch a lot of Thursday night games, but I didn't really watch the last week, so I probably won't watch this one.
Good for you, Brandon.
Yeah.
That you know what? That's probably the right decision. It's the points are lined at 38.5. If anything, for me, I'm hoping for DJ Moore to do more than he's done because
Little revenge game.
oh, hey, there we go. That's a revenge angle. I like that. Because really, since that Washington blow up game, he hasn't done a whole fucking much. So DJ Moore, if you're listening, get your game up, son. Put in the work this week, boy. Watch some tape. Get in the ice bath this week, brother. So I'm gonna move on there. So what I say, 3.5 by the Bears, 38.5 is the total. So moving on, we got Colts Patriots. Used to be a classic game of Peyton Manning and Tom Brady in Foxborough. This one is in Frankfurt. Yeah, we're going back to Germany.
Da.
Yeah. And we got the Indianapolis Colts as 1.5-point favorites. They are sporting their favorite toy with the stash, young Gardner Minshew. And the Patriots still completely look like dog shit right now. They are stuck in mud offensively. Defensively, they're starting to see signs of regression. J.C. Jackson got shipped back from the Chargers to New England and seems to now be told to maybe just chill out a bit while he finds his sea legs. So this is one I'm going to stay away from. It's so early in the morning. I won't watch a lick of it. And honestly, these two teams, it's just. There's a little bit of a coaching mismatch in the sense that, you know, you got a first-time rookie head coach, and then you got Billy Belichick, who's been doing this since the dawn of time. So it'll be an interesting one there. Anything on that one, Brandon?
Nope. I mean, yeah,
Cool.
nothing on that really.
Cool.
I won't watch that one either.
We got the battle of the division rivalry here. A little bit of a rivalry. It's not really when you say that Ravens have just been dominating the Browns for so many years now. But the Cleveland Browns do go on the road to Baltimore. Baltimore is a heavy favorite of 6 points. 38.5 is the total. You know, the Ravens took care of business last week against Seattle. They really showed them who's boss. They took them out to the woodshed and did the old proverbial ass whooping. They did everything they wanted to at all times. And that defense, man. Baltimore looks ready to ball. They really wish that the Super Bowl was right now. They would be ready to take some money because I mean, dude, they look good, right?
Yeah, they look.
Yeah,
they look.
They look
I
good.
ain't trying to play them, bro.
Yeah, exactly. OBJ got his first touchdown as well. Cleveland, what do we get last week from Cleveland here? We got a domination 27-0. I think that the Cardinals had like 54 yards of offense, something scary, ridiculous. So you obviously have the Cleveland Browns, who have one of the best, if not the best, defense in the NFL, with a rising Ravens team who just seems to be peaking right now. So 6 is a heavy number, and it makes me feel like that's a fishy line that they want you to take Cleveland a little bit with that +6.
Yeah,
to me, it seems too good to be true.
Yeah, with Watson looking how he is,
Come
I
on,
don't know.
Too good to be true. Too good to be true, I say.
Division rival, I feel like it should be what, like 3.5, 4. But
Yeah,
it's
if you're
6 for
gonna
some
give
reason.
them more than 3, you're going to 4, not 6.
Yeah.
Not 6. There's something up there. Something
Something a trick.
Okay. Huh?
Something afoot over there.
Something afoot over there, mate. Something afoot. Something afoot for sure. A stinky foot. Okay, Brennan? A stinky foot. There probably is some stinky feet out there in Green Bay because it's always cold and wet and wintry. And you got your shoes. If you don't got boots, you might have stinky feet. So,
Motherfuckers got trench foot out there, bro.
yeah, everyone in Green Bay's got goddamn trench foot. Anyways, Packers on the road to Pittsburgh. They're going to place the Steelers. Yep, they're going to Pittsburgh and they're playing the Steelers. The Steelers are 3-point home favorites, but it seems a little low just from how bad the Packers are playing. But I think we're getting a little bit of last week luster still on the Green Bay Packers for somehow pulling out that game. The Rams didn't want any part of that game, and they had ripping. So that's really what happened there. And this one is a 39.5-point line game. This one I have zero interest in the sense of that both these offenses are dog shit, and they don't seem to be getting better anytime soon. So I don't think you have anything else on this one either. Do you really?
This is just this is the matchup of the sketch sus quarterback essentially.
Sketch sus. If that's not most professional breakdown of how sketch and sus those motherfuckers are, I don't know what is. You know who else has been sketching sus lately? Brock Purdy. We're going down there to Jacksonville where the 49ers will meet us. The Jacksonville Jaguars are 3-point
PCB.
home dogs. Wow. T-Law is taking a little bit of offense to this, but the 49ers are looking to come off the schneid. I know Debo Samuel's looking to, looks like he'll be playing. Trevor, or not Trevor Lawrence. Their lineman. Why am I forgetting his fucking name right now? Left tackle out there in San Francisco.
Trent Williams.
Trent, there we go. Trent Williams. He's still right now not 100%, but we're gonna keep our eye on him. 3-point home dog. Right now, you want to say you want to take Jacksonville, but I feel like this is one where the Niners might pop, and I don't want to be in the way of a Shanahan just dicing of a game plan. So that one I'll probably stay away from, but that'll be a fun game to watch coming up on Sunday morning. Brandon, anything on that before we keep it moving?
We'll be back for that one, bro. We'll be back.
We'll be back for that one.
We'll be back for that one.
All right, another early morning game. The New Orleans Saints go and play those same Minnesota Vikings that we just talked about a little bit ago, who will be starting Joshua Dobbs. The New Orleans Saints look like a team that is primed to melt down at any moment. Derek Carr isn't what they thought he'd be, or maybe he is. He's just having a bad year. I don't know. Something's going on there in the New Orleans that doesn't seem to be all that they signed up for. And the Minnesota, you're going to get a mixed bag. Right now, I'm all over the Saints, only at 2.5. They're a 2.5-point road favorite. So Minnesota is a home dog, and it's 40.5 points is what it's lined at. So right now, I like the Saints a lot, just in terms of you're getting Josh Dobbs on a second start, and Minnesota thinks that they've just won the fucking Super Bowl after last week's game. So there's a little bit of a, I think, come down effect that'll happen here. Anything there, B. Gilly? Anything there, B. Gilly?
This one, I don't know. I'm with you on the Saints. I'm all over the Saints as well. I'm just afraid this is going to be like a game the Vikings have no business winning, and they're going to win. And then next week, they're going to get Jefferson back. And then everyone's going to be on the Vikings, and then they're going to lose.
And then Joshua Dobbs gets a huge contract and stays in Minnesota for the next 4 years.
Oh, fuck.
I'm telling you right now, though, if they go to the fucking playoffs and somehow they win a game with Dobbs, that's a... If you're giving me any sort of odds, I would take the no on that. Like that, well, they'll do that. But if somehow Minnesota works that out, right?
Yeah.
That would be
the thing is, if they make the playoffs, I feel like fucks them though. I feel like they have to I feel like at that point you almost have to re-sign Kirk, because if they need a quarterback for the future, so they essentially need to miss the playoffs so they can be in the quarterback conversation.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. They're probably hoping for some losses, but at the same time, you don't sign a Joshua Dobbs if you want to keep it, so
exactly.
Okay, weird shit. Another weird one afoot, Brandon. Another odd one afoot. Okay, where do we live off? Okay, Saints. Okay, now we're moving on to CJ Stroud. Not only is he not slow, that boy's now trying to. I'm asking for some tutoring. I'm asking for some tutoring from young CJ Stroud, because I had the Buccaneers on the money line. I was so sure that the Buccaneers were going to win me some motherfucking money, and I watched with 45 seconds left. I watched CJ Stroud just without even feeling any pressure take his team down, get them in position, and just an absolute dime to tank down the back of the end zone to win that game. And then Cincinnati Bengals, you're officially back. Congratulations. Welcome to the NFL season. They're fully back, Brandon. They're fully back. And right now, this game is a home game for the Cincinnati Bengals. I've seen it at 6. I've seen it at 6.5. And now I'm looking at my app and it looks like it's 7. Cincinnati Bengals are 7. What is it? What is this? I'm a Stroud boy? Are you really?
Stroud boy, bro.
Are you really a Stroud boy?
I'm a Stroud boy now, dude.
If you were a Panthers executive, how utterly
actually
upset are you?
Can we talk about that game last week with the Bucs and the Texans?
Yeah.
If you had the Texans plus 2.5,
yeah.
God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had the Bucs plus 2.5. I had the No, I'm sorry. If you had the Texans minus 2.5,
Right, minus two and a
sorry.
half. Yeah, I knew what you were saying.
I
Yeah.
had the Bucks plus 2.5, and I was like fucking excited. Like, fuck yeah, Baker, you're the fucking man. And then I see the Bucks defense, like, oh shit,
Yes,
what the fuck, Bucks defense?
literally,
And then he fucking,
literally.
I'm like, what is he doing? What are they doing? What are
Yep,
they're neat? I'm like, yes, they're needed. Thank God,
yep,
they're needed.
yep,
Fucking
yep,
the best
yep.
feeling in the world, bro.
So nice,
That's
so
one of those
nice.
ones we caught our break right there. I was like, finally, I caught a break.
Literally, right? Literally. All they needed to do is kick that field goal, and they fucking just take so much money. And then,
Facts, brother.
no, they wanted to play the football way, and they get a quick kneel down.
I'm curious to
Um,
where the money was for that game, like what the percentage of the money
right.
was.
That's a good point.
Someone made a fucking call. Hey, you need that
Hey, you
motherfucker,
better,
bro.
yeah. Hey, Neil, there's a loophole in page 7 of that the binder we give you in the beginning of the year that says if you kneel that shit, like it's good for us. So go
Facts.
ahead and kneel it. Go ahead and kneel it. But no, you're right. That was a huge break for Buccaneers backers that last week, dude. That 2.5, that hook. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes that hook saves you, dog. That hook can save you. In the boxing ring too. So if you can learn how to hook, you can.
Yeah, ask that high school coach, bro.
Oh yeah, high school coach. He learned how to hook somewhere. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on, folks. We got the Texans Bengals. Like I said, the Bengals are 7-point home favorites. 47.5 is the number. I'm thinking the Bengals are take these boys to church this week and show them what's up. I think the Bengals really baptize young CJ Stroud and the Cincinnati Bengals defense is why I think so. This first half over is what I would go and if you're talking line over unders because there's gonna be some points in the first half, but the Cincinnati Bengals seem to second half adjustments are just A plus stellar. So give me the Cincinnati Bengals. I think they're gonna show them the CJ Stroud and all them that hey man, slow your roll. 5 touchdowns, 470. I get it, but it's time to come around here and see what the big boys are about.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that shit, but okay. Moving on, Brandon, we got the Titans and the Buccaneers. Seems like a little bit of a boring one. Buccaneers are a 1-point home favorite. Will Levis, Mailman will be taking over the starting
Bro.
role out there in Tennessee, and Ryan Tannehill seems to be taking it in stride. What a good guy! What a good guy! So it seems to be all okay out there with the new addition of the starting quarterback there for Will Levis. And 38.5 is the total points there. So another lower scoring game. There might be some win out there in Tampa Bay this weekend. Keep your eyes out for it, folks. Now we got a little home game here for Brandon. We got the Chargers at home against the Detroit Lions. Let me find my information here. It's a 3-point 3-point home dog is what the Chargers are. 48.5 is the total points. Jared Goff coming off the bye week. You have the Herbs and the Chargers coming off a W in prime time against the Jets. Well, this will be a fun game. I think there should be a lot of offense here. And let's see if Herbs can step up in
I need him
class
to.
here and take over, right?
Need him to.
Need him to. Need it. Need it. Falcons, Cardinals. Another one I probably won't be watching. Kyler Murray could be coming back. Interesting. Still, for me, I mean, it's a 1.5 point home dog of the Cardinals. So the Falcons are 1.5 point favorites. 43.5 is the number. If you're giving me Kyler Murray in his first game back, he hasn't played football in a while, and Atlanta's still in the race for NFC South. Initially, I mean, as much as I hate Atlanta and Arthur Smith and everything he stands for and everything he's done to Bijan Robinson, everything he's done to him.
I don't know what he's done to that man.
I don't know what. Something's happened there. I think Bijan might have fucked his wife, man. I think something happened. I think something
Bro, he might
happened.
have. We got to see if he has daughters, bro. He might have.
Oh, Bijan might have fucked around and did some Snapchats and shit, like a little like, hey, don't show any shit, and then she screenshot it, and then anyway. Okay, so anyways, Arthur, you need to fix your relationship with Bijan, get him back in there. Take care of business against the Arizona Cardinals. I'm interested to see Kyler Murray's return. Let's see how this boy comes back. Is he feeling good? Is he still a runner? How's the knee holding up? So should be a fun one. And just in terms of seeing what's to come with those quarterbacks. So
Just for that one, just anyone who wants to back Cardinals, just let you know. I'm pretty sure the new Call of Duty comes out tomorrow, so he may not be focused this week. So just be careful. Just letting you know.
I love B. Gilly. Hey, and B. Gilly would know, man. All right, him, B. Gilly knows when this shit's about to drop. So if he says tomorrow, Kyler Murray already has that shit tonight.
Facts,
Okay.
bro. It's like
Anyways,
you're gonna see something like Kyler Murray missed practice on Thursday. We're gonna
yeah,
see that.
he has
Report.
retina surgery from too much goddamn screen watching.
Retina surgery.
Okay, Giants and the Cowboys. Cowboys, they really lose the heartbreaker against Philly. That was such a back and forth game. And they're looking to take out some of their demons against their rival out there, the Giants. I know Danny Dimes out for the year. You still got Tyrod Taylor out. So I think it's Danny DeNici, this Da
DeVito.
Vinci Code, whatever
Danny
his name
DeVito.
is. DeVito. He sounds like he's got a pizza parlor down that fucking street, and he talks to people like this.
I feel like that's why New York took him. I feel like he's like from New York, probably.
Like someone called, he's like, we got to have some sort of New York on this team. Get a fucking DeVito on the fucking quarterback. He'll never fucking play. Don't worry about it. And then there he is. He's fucking playing.
Where's the gabagool?
Oh, yeah. Where is the gabagool? God damn it. All right. Well, the Cowboys are 16-point favorites. Anytime you see 16, the number 1 and 6, you go automatic. I want to bet the dog, but this one, dude, I'd be fucking nervioso. I could see the Cowboys just absolutely putting their dick and balls all over the Giants.
What was the score of when they played the first week of the
wasn't
season?
It insane? Like they smashed them by 30, 40.
It's like 40-6, and now they have
exactly.
They're at home. They're the worst quarterback starting. I don't see how they score besides if Saquon like breaks a fucking 90-yard touchdown somehow.
Yeah, unless Da Vinci brought some pizza and he starts to fucking, he starts to mess with the Cowboys and sound like, here's the pizza, follow me.
But also, if this game is within 3 points going to the second quarter, it's gonna be a disgusting game. It's gonna be one of those games that fucks everyone that week.
Fucks everybody. All your parlays. Watch out. Yeah. If it's a 3 going in the fourth quarter,
if they're down at halftime, Giants are gonna win the game.
Yeah.
If the Giants are up at halftime, Giants are gonna win the fucking game.
Yeah, that's it. That's your live betting angle from B. Gilly. If the Giants are up at halftime, just smash the money line. You'll still probably get a plus number. I'll tell you that.
You could probably get plus number for fucking like plus 10 at halftime if they're up by 3.
Oh, for sure. Okay, another one coming up. We got the Commanders, the Washington Generals. I don't even know what the fuck to call them. Going on the road to Seattle. Seattle Seahawks are 6.5-point home favorite. Seems a little high, but also seems right because the Commanders just they're not a good team. They're not a good football team. Sam Howell doesn't seem. Sam Howell reminds me of a better Drew Lock in the sense that like you can win some games, but like you feel it like. This isn't going anywhere, buddy. We're not getting married. You just are fun for now. So that's really what Sam Howell I feel like is for the Washington Commanders as he's still young though. So I could be biting my tongue here pretty soon. Anyways, Washington 6.5-point favorites. 45.5 is the number. Seattle, I don't know the weather down there, but there's a lot of rain out there in that fucking part of town. So be careful with your bets on going over that number because we both know Washington and Seattle can put up some points, dog. Last couple games here, the Jets and the Raiders. Jets right now are a 0.5-point favorite on the road to the Raiders. Raiders are breaking out cigars now when they win because they're just so damn happy that they're free of their head coach. So be careful of a team that enjoys playing football again. I'll tell you that much. Be careful of a team that enjoys playing football again, especially when the team they're playing against doesn't enjoy playing football right now, and that is the New York Jets. So these are two teams with just vastly different vibes and energy. Take that for what you will. The last game of the Week 10 slate, you got the Denver Broncos going on the road to the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are 7.5-point home favorites. 46.5 is the total number. I want to say the Broncos keep it close, but who knows, man? Who knows? We don't know, and we'll talk more about it. So, B. Gilly, that is the schedule. That is the lineup. That is the slate for Week 10. Are you ready to hop into the picks?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
In that case, we're gonna drop it like we always do. Here we go.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
Just the two of us. Yeah, baby. Okay. Castle the money. Don't forget that. I'll never not say that. You and I. B. Gilly, it's time to give out your 2 picks. The picks that you've sourced that you like. You don't love them. You don't hate them. You like them. And you're comfortable enough to tell the people listening at home, the Timmies trying to go to Harvard of the world, these are my picks, and this is how I feel about them. So, Brandon, speak.
The ones that I've sourced, per se,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to go with the team that's been struggling. No one's believed in them. Throw them to the dirt. Throw the quarterback to the dirt to the point where he had to go back home and start farming.
Oh, shit.
I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers -3. I just think this is they need this game more than they need water, bro. Like,
You're
they're
right.
coming off a bye. They got to just sit in the sulk of 3 losses in a row. They had a terrible October. This is the perfect place where they need to start their get the fucking motor start going. And then throughout this next couple of weeks, they'll be getting Trent Williams back, and Debo just keep on rolling on like the momentum to building to like the playoffs and postseason. But I think Jags have been playing good. Yeah, I'll give them that. But Jags have sometimes struggled to score, and I think with this added juice of fucking adding Chase Young. I mean, they've had fucking Randy Gregory. I think their defense is really going to get after Trevor Lawrence. I think he's going to be struggling. I think he's going to be getting fucking hit a lot. And I think 49ers can keep it close. And I think maybe at the end, maybe fourth quarter, pull away a little bit.
Okay.
And cover that 3.
Cover that 3. Always good to cover that 3.
My second one is Nolans -2.5 versus at the Vikings.
Nolans.
I just think they're the better. I mean, they are the better team. It's just their offense has been struggling, but I think with this whole Taysom Hill involvement, they've really figured out their whole red zone problems. I think he's really fucking, whether he's catching fucking balls, fucking running them in, fucking throwing them, he does fucking all 3
that's
shit.
a good point.
So it honestly pisses me off in fantasy that he's listed as a quarterback or as a tight end because he's a fucking quarterback. Like, fuck off.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, I mean, their defense is solid, bro. Like, I feel like they can give Dobbs problems who's guys probably still not comfortable with the offense or like the O-line, like we were talking before. And if they just don't fucking shit the bed, the Saints really should easily win this game and cover the 2.5.
Oh, yes. It almost feels like too easy. That's why I'm a little scared with it. But
exactly, yeah. This is the one that's one of the games this week that will fuck. I guarantee there's going to be a lot of people on the Saints. So this is one of the people that I'm sure Vegas and the books want.
Yeah, they want a little bit of Dobbs magic.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, 2 picks there for you folks. My 2 picks. I'm gonna keep it rolling on the Saints theme. I also love me some Saints -2.5. That my main thing, Brandon, going off what you said, is the defense, brother. The defense is a bunch of grown men. Okay, you're not gonna do the same thing you just did last week with Dobbs coming in, fucking figuring out a cadence on the goddamn sideline right before you hop out there. Not against New Orleans. This team, they've been around the block. They have veterans on there, savvy veterans. Their head coach Dennis Allen is, he's a defensive guy, so he's going to come up with something that is going to make things hard on Dobbs. Before Dobbs magic came through and did what he did last weekend, he was starting to be, the book was out on him a little bit. Out there in Arizona, they were starting to get figured out and more so getting pulled away from. So let's not get twisted on what this Dobbs guy is. Let's go back and rest on our laurels. What do we know? What we know is the Saints are the better team. They're grown men. And the defense should be real good. So my other team on the 2 pick is the Jets. Give me the Jets -0.5. I know what I just said. Be mindful, but I just think the Jets are they're going to be better coached, and I think just be better prepared for the game in the sense that I don't know. There's not much going on change wise for the team, so I think that Zach Wilson just needs to come in there, play serviceable, and let Breece Hall kind of start really turning out some good yards on the ground. So I'm hoping to see some Breece Hall. Breece Hall, just some touchdowns. Give him some tuds. Give him some tuddies. So those are our 2 picks. That's the 2 picks. That's a segment we call. What do we call that one, Brian? Is that just the 2? We should call it 2 chains.
2 piece. 2 piece.
2 piece with the side of love.
2 piece.
Okay. Next up, we're talking dogs now. Where are my dogs at? Damn. Okay. Yeah. Where my dog's at? You got a little chihuahua. That's my dog right there. That's my dog right there. Anyways, in this football setting, a dog, an underdog, you find one dog of the week, you find the other dog of the week, and you tell, and you give us a convincing reason why you picked the underdog. So, Brandon, who's your underdog and why? And why?
Oh man, this week's one is really uncomfortable about this one. I'll be honest. I don't know why I chose this one, but it's the one that I chose, and I just didn't think of switching it.
Okay.
So this one is them Cheeseheads at Pittsburgh +3. This one just seems like a fluky one. I think the reason why I think I'm going to be on this, why I'm on this one, is because I think everyone is going to be on the Steelers -3 at home.
Yep.
This seems like a game that's it's like set in the slate to fuck up everyone's parlays, everyone's money lines, everyone's teasers.
Bright and early.
Just fuck them. Just completely fuck them.
Because
the Packers have shown nothing this season that they are a productive football team on offense or on defense. So, I mean.
Exactly.
And the fact that only reason it looked decent last week is because they've played the Rams, who fucking had Rippon, who was absolute embarrassment of a quarterback, which is why they went and signed Wentz this week.
Poverty.
Absolute poverty. So, I mean, I think I'm just going at this game because it's absolutely disgusting, and I feel like a lot of people aren't going to like it. I think that's majority of the reason why I like the +3 for the Packers.
I like it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going a little bit. This is like, this is a little ode to the favorites podcast. This is my big balls bet of the week right here. My underdog and my big balls. Denver Broncos +7.5. You talk about joy. You talk about having fun playing football. Not to say the Denver Broncos ever look like they're really having fun. Everything seems hard, but damn, do the Buffalo Bills and Sean McDermott really make it like hard for him to have fun playing football? And I'm thinking that they're just the losses they've had on defense has been much bigger than has been calculated so far. I think on any metric system that the Denver Broncos, and as much as we've had and as much as we can say some terrible things about Russell Wilson, he's playing much better than he did last year. And they've got a scheme that obviously works better for him. And the Denver Bronco defense seems to be, feeling themselves a little more. They're coming off, if I'm not wrong, they're coming off the bye week, correct? Yep. And before that, they just beat the Kansas City Chiefs. So this is the time for Denver Broncos to take another step forward and show that the Sean Payton hire wasn't a complete bust, and that Russell Wilson, he's here to stay a little bit. Maybe not you don't win, but you keep it in a 3-point game and you look fucking serviceable while doing it. So give me Denver Broncos +7.5. That's my dogs. Cool. All right. I want to keep our hammer time to the last because that's our hammer time. You know what I'm saying? So we're going over under, Brandon. This is the one where we find one total that we're going over under on, and I think you're still thinking, or do you have one?
Bro, I got it, bro.
Okay, Brandon. What's your over and what's your under? What are you going? Where are you going?
I'm just gonna blindly tell you guys under 30. I'm gonna be frank with you guys. I fucking suck at over and unders. I'm gonna blindly give you one of the primetime unders for this week. I'm just gonna give you the first one this week. I'm gonna give you the one for tomorrow. Under 38.5. Okay. And if you don't want to take this one, I'm gonna give you a teaser. The teaser is just something real quick. It's Bengals -1. This is a 6-point teaser.
Okay.
Bengals minus a half, so essentially to win the game, and then Cardinals +7.5.
Okay.
That's my teaser, my 6-point teaser.
So if you don't want to listen to him for the over-under, take his 6-point teaser. That's what he's saying. Because he doesn't trust himself with the over-under, so he's blindly giving you a prime time.
I'm blindly giving you a prime time under. That's really what I'm doing.
You know what? Mine might be, yours is the way you just served that up was like, here's my shit, like take it, and the way I'm gonna present this is like, I'm gonna gift wrap shit, but it's still like, here's my shit, take it, right? because like primetime under, I'm giving you the same shit, 46.5, go under Broncos Bills. It's gonna be a little bit of a weather out there, and for the Broncos and the Bills out there in Buffalo.
Is it really 46?
Under 46.5. Yeah.
Oh shit, bro. Yeah.
So that's still a good amount of points.
To be fair, people who are listening to this, like the Bills and Bengals was 46, I believe, last Sunday. So, I mean,
I think, and if
do
anything, it
you
was
think
like
the
2
Broncos
points
are
higher
better
than
than the
that.
Bengals? No, then
Right.
take the under.
Offensively, come on.
Yeah, offensively, then take the under.
Come on. Don't make me get that individual over here and make him fucking make your kneecaps go away, okay?
Knock you on the top of the head with a fucking piece of semolina bread, eh?
Come on. What the fuck is semolina bread? Don't you make me do that shit. Come on. So I give it under 46.5. Brandon gave you what he thought on the blind faith of an under on the primetime game with also a little bit of an extra sprinkle of a 6-point teaser. So we finished this little like part up here, just the main picks, with one of my favorites. Yes, it's hammer time. We throw it back. We gotta stop. Hammer time. This is one that you don't just like, you don't just like kind of want to go, and you're not just dating. No, you done picked the ring. You found the ring, and you're like, baby, I want to get married. Baby, I want to have kids with you. I want to find a white picket fence house with you. I want to do it all, baby. This is the pick that you want to fucking just love for the rest of your life, Brandon. So, what is the pick that you're getting down on one knee for, Brandon? What is the pick?
Can you go back to one of your former picks already, bro?
Who?
Denver Broncos plus 7.5.
Get the fizzuck out of here.
I fucking love. I already bet this game. I love the fucking
Let's
Broncos.
go.
I love the fucking Broncos this week, brother. I just think 7.5, like that's a lot for a Bills team that hasn't proved that they're. I mean, obviously they have proved they're capable of blowing out teams. They blow out teams a lot,
Right,
but
right.
they've proved in the past couple weeks that they've been struggling. Like they
Yep.
really, literally could have lost the last
the
like 3
Giants?
games. They could have lost to the Giants. They could have lost. Who did play before the Bengals? Oh, I'm fucking drawing a blank.
Oh, I'm drawing a blank too. Let me see here though. Let me see here. Let me get you. That was week 8, right? Is this week 8?
Yeah.
Oh, my phone. Okay, let's see. I got here.
Oh, they should have lost to who was it, bro?
Damn, oh no, I lost it. It's gone. Oh, Tampa.
Yeah, they should have lost that. They could have lost that Thursday
Yeah,
night
on
game.
that. Yep.
There was PI at the end and a Hail Mary, and they didn't fucking call it. Or no,
Exactly.
not PI. If Godwin would have been looking, bro,
Just turned his fucking head at the right decent
facts,
time.
bro. He easily could be fucking lost those last 3 games.
Yeah, they're risky. So okay, you're hammering the shit out of the Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos are coming off a bye, bro. Sean Payton's gonna have them boys ready for the second half of the season. I think we're gonna see a better defensive effort from the Broncos defense on the second half of the season.
Fucking A, man. I want to go bet the Broncos right after this. Seriously. And throw them in the motherfucking teaser. Yeah. Get you a nice 13.5. Okay, my hammer time. I took the hammer out. I already started smashing this bitch around. I'm telling you, these boys are gonna make these other ones feel like they're just it's the Cincinnati Bengals. Give me the stripes. 6.5, 7, whatever the fucking line is. Give me the Bengals I think this is gonna be a good old fashioned ass whooping. I think basically what I'm saying here is the Texans showed how how little they really have it set on this defense. Like they're very they can be beat in passing, they can be beat running, and honestly, Cincinnati's got it all working out right now. T. Higgins is starting to feel good too, so I think this is going to be just a Joe Burrow day. Joe Burrow's going to have a quite the field day, and I think CJ Stroud's going to continue to play well, but watch out for the second half split versus the first half split. I'm telling you, the Cincinnati Bengals seems to just really make amazing halftime adjustments. So give me the Cincinnati Bengals, 6.5, 7, whatever's out there. Take it. Brandon, let's end on a 6-team steam. Why don't we, huh?
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money.
Here we go, baby. Dollar. Every single dollar counts. So if you can throw a 6-team steam together, $10, maybe get some nice cash back. Or if you're feeling really good about it, another $50 6-team steam, get yourself a really nice something. So this is one where I pick 3, Brandon picks 3. We combine the 3. It's a 6-team steam parlay. So Brandon, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna give you my 3 teams that I think are no doubters. Put them on the money line, and we'll feel good about it. And if you have any of these teams that I already have, we'll make adjustments. Okay, we'll make adjustments. So my 3 teams are: give me the Cowboys to do work against the Giants. Give me the Bengals, like I just said, to take care of business against the God, what Houston Texans, and the Saints to really let go of their frustrations and take care of Minnesota as well. So that's my 3 teams: Cowboys, Bengals, Saints.
All right, and I'm gonna add the Niners, the Broncos, and the Seahawks.
Cowboys, Bengals, Saints, Niners, Broncos, Seahawks. 6-team steam dream. I once had a dream that I hit the 6-team steam.
A little bit of plus 2,000 action.
2 plus 2,000. Are you kidding me? So you can put
10 for like 200.
10 for 200. That's what I'm saying, man. And you put 50 for you, and you put 100. Oh, that is what I'm talking about. See, that is value, and it's just my biggest concern, I think, in that one. Obviously, we're hoping for the Broncos to bring us home.
The Broncos.
Yeah, we're hoping the Broncos to bring us home. Big
100%
one,
the
big
Broncos.
old tuna. So on that note, B Gilly, my man, I appreciate you every week doing this podcast. And we take some time out of our week each week to come and do this shit. A little bit of research goes into this, a lot of bit of fun. And we appreciate you all for listening. B Gilly, before we get out of here, you always have some good words of wisdom. Anything you want to say to the loyal listeners out there?
I don't have any words of wisdom. I just have one question for you, Tyler. We're halfway through the season. Who do you got as your Super Bowl matchup right now?
Super Bowl matchup right now. I'm gonna say the Baltimore Ravens, and and this is not biased. Just I really think it's gonna be Ravens Eagles. I think
Really?
I think right now, at least where I'm at, Ravens Eagles. I
Damn.
think just because Philly's I think they're the class of the NFC right now, unless someone starts to play a lot better. And again, it's all health bias, right? Like if Jalen gets hurt, like he's been showing some signs of weakness, and it could be over in a second. So right now, though, where we stand today, I like me a Ravens Eagles Super Bowl. What about you?
Bro, you want to hear a hot take real quick though about the Eagles? I think Cowboys win NFC East.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know why. I feel like they have a tough schedule. I think they have a tough schedule. And
That's a good point.
And I think Jalen's gonna get hurt. I think Jalen's gonna miss 1 or 2 games, maybe not in that tough schedule part.
Yeah.
So I could
If
see
he
them
misses some
dropping.
games, that'll probably maybe come true there. Yeah.
But that's all just like fucking fugazi shit though that I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel you. It's a
My
hot
Super
take.
Bowl thing, I got. Fuck, dude. I want to say Bengals Niners, or I want Bengals Niners. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
That'd be fun.
But no, Bengals Cowboys. Fuck it.
Bengals Cowboys.
Bengals Cowboys, brother.
Okay. I need to see it before I can believe that Dak Prescott will ever make it past
No,
2 rounds.
I think the only thing that will ever get him pass, I think it's gonna be his defense carrying. I don't ever think it's gonna be him bringing them over the hump. It's gonna be the defense.
Sure. Fair enough. Okay, see, that's why you stay to the bitter end. You get a little bit of like, hey, what about a Super Bowl? What do we think? What's going on? Because it's never too early to start thinking about futures in this NFL game, man. Think about it. You can still bet conferences. You can still bet Super Bowl. You can bet it all. So it's been the TA Certified Podcast. It's Week 10 NFL. We'll be back for Week 11. And folks, gamble responsibly. And if you're in California and you bet for the prop that said no to gambling out there, fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. All right. For B. Gilly and Tyler, this has been TA Certified. We appreciate you guys. Till next time. Peace.